As fighting continues between Israel and Iran, the conflict is spreading beyond their borders. Today, the U.S. Embassy in Beirut issuing an urgent advisory telling Americans to leave Lebanon immediately.
News 13's Elijah Skipper joins us now live in the studio tonight. And Elijah, you spoke with an Asheville man who was just in Lebanon, where it all unfolded.
That's right. He flew back to the United States on Friday just before the latest escalation tied to the Israel-Iran conflict intensified across the region. Now, as Lebanon faces airstrikes and the U.S. continues Americans to leave, his focus is on civilians and late-night phone calls home.
You're always treated with kindness and like hospitality. What's mine is yours kind of thing.
In this home in Asheville, war feels very far away until it doesn't.
This is za'atar. Za'atar is an ancient Lebanese spice. This is kind of the daily staple food.
Maan Abou Khzam calls it poor man's food, but to him, it tastes like home.
And every household prepares it differently. I'm like, wow, if I just share the manoushi and the saj with the people here in Appalachia, I think that would be just a great way for me to share my story. The intention for Habibi Village is to be a cultural beacon.
Maan runs Habibi Village, a food truck rooted in the recipes and traditions of the country he still calls home. When days ago, he was there for a visit.
So I flew Friday, knowing that something might happen on Saturday. And then in Atlanta, they asked me a bunch of questions because I was in Lebanon. And then it was kind of a 20-minute interrogation of, you know, the name of my parents and what do I do and all of that stuff, which was unsettling.
Unsettling. That word keeps coming up, not just at the airport, but at 3 in the morning.
I focus on my work and I create more and I like to serve more. So I can move that energy, but the reality is that I was up at 3 a.m. today just checking news and speaking to my family because there's a 7-hour difference.
Maan's parents are still there, so is his sister, and he says when planes fly overhead in Lebanon, people stay inside.
And that's the real heartache is that. It's like people that never wanted war, they're not part of war. There's kind of a blanket approach of bombing style in some areas, and that's kind of just unsettling.
In the mountains of North Carolina, Maan holds on to the mountains of Lebanon, the only way he can.
To my family. قلبي معكم. I'm not there, but my heart is with you. And that's always been the reality. So there was never a separation, really. Everyone that supports the Habibi Village, our business, and gets the za'atar, they're helping farmers in the south. And that's kind of the model here that I built, because the only thing I could do is help, support local farmers that are actually, doing the beautiful work, stewarding the land.
Maan sources his za'atar directly from Lebanon and says every purchase helps support families there who depend on that land. You can find him at the North Asheville Tailgate Market every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., where he shares that connection to his homeland.